it really struck me, your strength and your determination to be a change agent. What do you attribute to the fact that you haven't lost your faith, that this hasn't robbed you of your faith after experiencing what you did, your sexual abuse?
This may sound like a unusual answer. When I was being assaulted as a little boy in the rectory, in the bedroom of this priest, there was a crucifix on the wall. And I would look at that crucifix and the man on that crucifix. This is just my personal opinion. Jesus understands what we went through. Jesus was in the place we were at. I feel a duty and an obligation to save, that there are things in Christianity worth saving, that this world needs. And that the global church and the chair of St. Peter, which is an utterly unique global voice, there's nothing like it. Nobody has the opportunity that man has on that chair to send a message to the world about the dignity of children and to fight for the rights of children. And so I think that for a lot of us, the faith that we were taught as children, believe it or not, even those who no longer belong to the church, because a lot of survivors don't, although they suffer from that loss tremendously, but it is that faith that was transmitted to us that actually has given us somehow the strength to move forward. What we care about is stopping the next sexual assault of a child. We don't care who you are, join us. We don't care who you are. If you join us in doing that, then you're one of our brothers and sisters, and we can work together to end this and stop this from happening.
Gosh, as you're sharing that story, I imagine our viewers at home are feeling the same thing as me, just anger going through my entire body. If you could talk to us a little bit more about the work that you're doing with Survivors Network of those who were abused by priests and how you help them cope and find peace as they move forward.
Well, I mean, we've worked with and been part of the lives now of over 26,000 survivors around the world. And that's a very small, actually, number of the actual survivors.
Wow.
There's finally some decent studies done. It's taken a long time to get them done. But the best studies recently have been in Spain and France, where they've done population studies, right? They haven't depended upon the church to determine, okay, what's your data, what's going on here? But there are almost 1 million survivors in Spain and France today, living today. So how many come forward? A very small percentage. So it's a vast amount of survivors. It's a stunning amount of sex offenders. So what we try to do is those who can reach us, that we try to give them, join them together, and we try to support each other. We have support groups. We try to help each other through this process. Often, they want to, have cases where they want the offender removed from ministry. We try to help them deal with the church officials and church bodies and their archdiocese or diocese to how to get this done. It's very difficult. It's very biased against the survivor, but their concern, I can tell you, almost to the survivor, is that this doesn't happen to somebody else. So yeah. The alarm that most survivors have is if this guy is in ministry right now. I just got a texting from a group of survivors from Fiji who were abused by these Maris brothers in this grade school for like years. Where are these Maris brothers? Okay, where are they? And that's the thing, it's hard to say this because it's so amazing, but all those cardinals coming here to vote, most of them come from dioceses that they're running around the world. And they know, not speculation, they know each of them of hundreds of offenders in their own diocese that they're in charge of. And where are they? Who are they? These are what we need to know. This is the information they have. But I mean, it's sort of a stunning thing because they're all going to come together. And if they all each got up and said, okay, there's 220 in my diocese in Buenos Aires that are going to identify, and the other guy can, from, I don't know, from, Manila, there's, 605 in mine. I mean, that's stunning. Literally, they could do that. I'm not kidding. They could each stand up and do that.
Well, it sounds like this is likely stirring up a lot of trauma for a lot of people right now, and it's amazing what you're doing to try to be that change agent and see where the Catholic Church goes from here in a positive direction. Peter Isely, thank you so much for your bravery, for telling your story, and for helping so many individuals. It's a stain on the Catholic Church, to say the least, that's been swept under the rug for a very long time, and we felt like it was important to share this side of the story today. Thank you again.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.